afternoon. My name is Brian Valli from CoBrie restaurant at Collingwood Mall. We are today going to demonstrate how you make rat corners can with stuffed with change and apple. We just had it from Lafayette, from Montreal. So we're gonna just put the whole thing. You not to worry about the whole thing. So it's just the flavor to the meat, more or less. And we put some garlic. It all comes to the meat. We're gonna put as much you can on apple. Stuff the most you can. Salt and pepper, a little bit inside, then you're going to go wrap it around. You don't need to tight or anything, just like that. You're going to get the pans. About this size, so you just can fit perfect, and you're going to put them in the oven. Colored green. Cut most of the things, and we don't want to cut too small, just big. It's very important that you don't cut too much. Here, we will drop everything and go back to the presentation. Right in the middle. I like this too, first and this and this. You can smell the aromatic flavor from the shades and everything. You can eat them, but it's just mainly for aromatic flavors purpose only. Sauce we made. And I had some sage fritters I made. Want any of the garlic that you like, rosemary can be. I also made some reduced balsamic vinegar to counterbalance the sweetness. And the fat, cut through the fat of the rat corners can. Voila, there we go.
And that's it, Canada. Welcome and good evening to another episode of Pop TV powered by POP TikR. Wasn't that super cool? One of the prized recipes from Chef Brian himself from Ottawa's amazing CoBrie restaurant. So we are so lucky to have the chef, executive chef that is, in the house with us. And just a few seconds, one bang, here he is. Hi, Chef Brian, how are you?
How are you doing, everybody? Hey, Ottawa, support local.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what? You are so amazing. Chef Brian, thank you for sharing that recipe with us and with Canada.
Thank you very much for inviting me to the show, and then we can see what we can do together as a community to support each other.
Absolutely. And that recipe is just amazing. I mean, just to go over it with the audience. And first of all, actually, before I go further, I want to let the audience know that we have an executive chef in the house to take any questions that you might have. If you're a home chef, or you're a chef in the making, or you're a fellow executive chef, feel free to post your comments. We can actually see them. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions during the interview. And so that recipe, Chef Brian, is a herb-crusted Cornish hen that's stuffed with sage, roasted garlic, and apples. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking it's the fall, it's October. So it's appropriate to make the menu according to the seasonal, right? We have sage, there's nice little bird. I also made some scalloped sweet potatoes and other component. But, anybody want in the house, they can have a main dish, and then they can have it anything they like. They have a roasted potatoes, mashed potatoes, anything they like. So it is a full dish. I really like that dish for the October, November.
Yeah, it's so awesome because, this is a time where it gets a little chilly and there's nothing more comforting than a nice home hot meal, right?
Yeah, easy to do. It's not complicated.
That's the thing. I was actually amazed at that. So you make it look so easy, and sometimes I think we psych ourselves out a little bit. We think that, oh, this sounds, like it's but I mean, super easy and looks, really flavorful. Like I can't wait to check it out.
I like the idea of the smaller birds, so more bones, and they have a more flavor rather than the big turkey. And I put sometimes I use also a green lemon instead of the apple. So the green lemon, the green flavor, and the roasted garlic and sage really infuse the meat inside, and then the roasted outside with the flavor is always nice.
Yeah, I love the flavors. I mean, apples are in season and it just makes for a beautiful dish. So I wanted to ask you on that note, I mean, CoBrie is your restaurant that, you founded, and, what are some of the other meals that people can find and take out and enjoy at your restaurant?
So we call ourselves international fusion. We bring our logo is there saying we bring the world cuisine to you. So we have mixture of Italian, little French, a little bit influence from India, butter chicken or gnocchi, or you want some fish and chips. We have some of the best fish and chips. So we have a variety of food. We don't brush ourselves as a one authentic cuisine. So we have, with the experience I have, I bring fusion into the menu, infuse all the different items.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I actually have a question. For the recipe that you showed us, you had it plated with a side. What side was that?
That's a colored green, which is the season now, which is a sweet salad or colored green. That's the fall vegetables. And then scalloped sweet potatoes, which is the layer of potatoes baked with the creams and or milk, which is this nice complement to the birds that you are eating.
Sounds so good. So for everyone watching, I mean, you'll have access to the video, and Chef Brian will also have the recipe posted on his Instagram. So make sure you follow. His Instagram is at CoBrie Restaurant, so you can follow it there, and we will definitely post it on the video too. So the other question I wanted to ask you, I saw that you have a really interesting flavored pizza. Tell us more about the Elvis Pizza.
Well, Elvis Presley, I used to run, some other restaurant, a burger joint. We used to call it Elvis Presley Burger, which is the peanut butter and banana. That's just Elvis Presley's. So we cook the dough, and just come in warm. We spread the peanut butter and then slice banana. So you don't want to cook them. It's after then crushed. Peanut butter on the top, that's just something that, some people like, it's interesting. Yes.
And that's what's really fun, because you have to be extremely good at cooking in terms of, knowing how to balance the flavors to pull that off. So I'm actually pretty excited to try that. It's like you said, sometimes things seem a little strange, but why it works, right?
Well, it's, people are afraid of, out of the norm, right? But when you try, most people, I convince them, and they become, addicted to the items. Sometimes people say, gnocchi, I don't like gnocchi. And then I make it really nice with the nice pestos and nice white wine cream sauce and really nice. And I have people just come for that because they know the
Wow.
flavors are good. Yeah, it's just what it is. It's just have to make sure the taste and the flavor and the freshness there. That's what we work on it.
That's amazing. And I always tell every, I grew up in Montreal and my best friend was Italian. She's Abruzzese, so she, one of her, traditional pastas is gnocchi, it's a potato dumpling. And so I can't wait. So that's one of the dishes that your restaurant's known for. So that's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
And fish and chips are very popular as well because we make our own batters. We do, nice fresh almost every other day. We make our homemade, like tartar sauce, and we also make coleslaw, not too mushy, but
Right.
crunchy. Yeah, people like not like mushy. Like I don't like crunchy coleslaw. People like them.
Yeah, sounds delicious. And so what I wanted to do again was, we're all about support local Canada. So we're really trying to encourage, Canadians to come on board, share their stories with us, share their favorite local businesses. And I want to talk about this because I was amazed at your culinary, journey, your skills, your experience. How lucky are we in Ottawa to have talent like this? So I'm just going to read off a few little things that I found. So born in Sri Lanka, European Master Chef skills, Toronto's top 10 fine dining awards. And let me tell you, Toronto's a big city, so that's really impressive. BC, so British Columbia's executive chef at Panorama Resort, Ottawa's Lord Elgin Hotel's acclaimed Grill 41 restaurant. Wow. How many years have you been cooking?
45 years. I look young, I know. I look young, I know. Yeah, 45 years.
45.
I was,
Wow.
I don't put everything there. I was also Ritz-Carlton Hotel Jamaica. I worked with the Mark McEwen. Here I run is the North Portico restaurant. I worked there 10 years as executive chef for 5 years. And I have 3 other restaurants in Toronto. I own and operate and catering companies.
Wow. Well, that's so, again, we're so lucky to have you in our city and, Canada, once things open up, and this is what, we're all about. We highlight, retail shops that, might be available online, through Canada or even local shops like yourself that are, restaurants based in a city. But again, this is an opportunity for Canada, when the borders open up and, we're able to travel again to discover, if you ever come down to Ottawa, check out CoBrie, check out Chef Brian. So, one of the other things, again, I can go on and on, but I was, again, amazed to see, you've been serving up celebrity guests, prime ministers, first ladies, even the Dalai Lama. So my question to you is, does an executive chef with 45 years still get nervous when you have to cook, for celebrities like that?
You get, you get a little nervous, but you just forget about. Yeah, you do. It depends. I served Benjamin Netanyahu in my restaurant. Because there is a different religions and everything. We need to figure out what he can eat, what he cannot eat. You get nervous, but when they like it, and then you at the beginning, I had little observation. I was nervous, but after a little time goes by, you just say, okay, I want to serve this the best I can. I want to serve through the good food for them, and I research what they eat, what they are the vegetarian. So you just have to do, cut your eyes and focus what you have to do, and then you go on. Yes.
That's so cool. So what are one of the meals that you remember, and who did you serve it for?
When I was in Toronto, the late singer Prince used to live close to our restaurant. So he always comes order vegetarian meal. He like a mushroom, then the spinach. So every day his driver come and pick it up. He came to eat at one of my restaurant. He always very polite, very nice gentleman. Never say too much word, nothing. Say good morning, Brian, good afternoon, Brian, and he comes and eat. That's that sometimes people are very fussy. They get all this entourage. He was Very nice gentleman. He comes in. He doesn't have too many people. It's the driver drop him off, and he comes and eat, and he said bye and leaves. And he was a vegetarian, so he loved a lot of vegetarian meal. I mean, I always trying to make very creative, different things for him. So that's what he likes.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. So you
Yeah.
had the opportunity to serve Prince.
Yeah, and a
Wow.
couple of other celebrities. The Steven Seagal, when he was
Cool.
he was moving a movie at Toronto called Exit Wound. So he was,
Excellent.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was had a house close to the restaurant. He always come and eat with his wife there too. So I had some good celebrities, but they're nice people. Not they're if we know them, they're nicest people. They're not bad people.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we all have that, mentality that, oh, it's, a celebrity, but they're just humans, just
yeah,
like us. So
yeah. Get to know them. They're human. They're human. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's so cool. And
Yeah.
one of the other things too, first of all, I have to say you seem like such a chill, authentic, I just really such a genuine personality. So, it's been a pleasure, meeting you these last few days as we've been chatting leading up to the interview. We see, and I'm just laughing at this because we all see these, TV shows with chefs like Gordon Ramsay, and they're like cutthroat and
Well, don't underestimate. When I get under pressure, I could be bad. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to say, there's
But it's
a,
fun. It's sorry, I didn't mean to cut, but it's a very demanding position, isn't it?
yeah, very high stress, very high stress. There's a demand from the customer and make sure everything goes well and something, when you have a 10, 15 order and all different, we accommodate a lot of special needs, dietary needs, gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian. So when everybody have different things, and then all of a sudden you really have to focus. Really have to focus. Otherwise, and your turnover goes up, right? Oh my God, I got to do this, and the demand, right? Especially now we owner operator, even more pressure because this is your livelihood. You work for somebody else is not bad, but if and then you have to make every plate perfect so we can come back.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's and actually, here's another question. I was wondering. I mean, you've been in the industry for 45 years. So, how did you start? Is there anyone that inspired you?
No, when you're immigrant in a different countries, like I was in Germany, Italy, the job you can get in the kitchen, right? So that's just normal way of being immigrant. So you go to this room and then you work your way up. Anyway you go, that's where it happened. Like let's say, for example, I always tell everybody, if you're Italian, you start to get bricklayer, right? You building, that's the way it went, right? If you're Sri Lankan, come to Canada in Toronto all days, everybody knows somebody work in the restaurant. So they either dishwasher or busboy or anything. Then you move up. I was lucky to start with the nicest places like Vito Oliver's, the Oliver's Bistro. In 1986 I start, but I was lucky to work with a 5-star restaurant from the beginning. Then I never looked back from that. The quality of the food. I tell everybody, if I had started with a small pizza joint, I would be the best pizza maker, but I wouldn't know a lot of other different things. And I was lucky to work with the people at the chef. They had talent and the fine cuisine. So that gave me the opportunity to learn.
Yeah, that's really amazing because I mean you have a knack for it, you're so talented. I mean it's something that you obviously are so skilled at. So yeah, I was really curious about that. And so as we're in this situation, there's been more restrictions. It's been super tough. I know for myself, when we started this initiative, it was about support local. This is a pandemic. It was new to Canada at the time. And honestly, the last few days, it's just, even my own mentality and the trajectory, it's not even about support anymore. It's about save. Like we're at the point where we're like, okay, we need to save our local business. Yesterday, actually not yesterday, today, I saw a post from from Saunders Farm, canceling. I mean, they're looking at canceling their entire event just, hours before it was supposed to spear off, just because of the new restrictions. So many other businesses. I had another business in Toronto contact me saying that they're at their limits and they don't know what's going to happen. She runs a pho house out in Toronto. So tell us, now you opened up CoBrie, when and how has it been going since the
So
first?
I opened last year September, and then we at the beginning it take time to develop, and then at March this year we were in the right trajectory. We had booking up to October, the private room booked. We were doing well. I was hiring more chef, more waiter, and then this hit, right? Uh, and then I have to negotiate with the landlord, trying to because I was able to do cooking and cleaning and all the things, so we don't have a lot of that back end of the labor. We trying to manage that. And then we reopened. We were having it started slowly picking up, and we were very aggressive with the Facebook and Instagram marketing, so it's helping. And then they closed again, so thank you for your support and help. I really appreciate it. So this will take some name out there. At least we are revamping our takeout menu. So takeout and home meal replacement. That's what we're gonna focus on next couple of months until whenever reopen. Yeah. It's tough. It's not easy. It's tough.
It's not easy. I know. I mean, a lot of businesses I was talking to, when this all hit, they had to move so quickly. First was, retrofitting your space with, the proper PPE equipment, the plexiglass, the employee safety, and then it was rent, right? And then it was the dining room, the volume. Then it was the patios, and then that, finally lifted, you got more time to have your patio. So it's just this, not only are you operating your business, you have to, as an operator and owner, I mean, you're doing everything, right? And now you have to also keep up with, and things are changing every single day. So it's really heartbreaking out there. And, like I say to you, and, we've had these conversations, just, we're all trying to hang on. But yeah, seriously, Canada, if you're out there and you're listening, to all our viewers who we appreciate and love so much,
Thank you.
If we ever needed you, we need you now. So I urge you, if you do have a choice, please support local. CoBrie is available for curbside, for takeout. If you can, please pick it up yourself. I know it's convenient to call up the delivery services, but they do take a pretty big, substantive margin, right?
We can arrange deliveries for them. We have a company that I work with. They can do delivery for them as well. If you don't want, it doesn't have to be single meal, family meals. Affordable meal, nicer meal. We can, we can accommodate all level of services anyone wanted.
That's so great to hear. So,
Yeah.
how could the viewers get in touch with you? I know you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook. Any other?
So it's the info@CoBrie.ca, COBRIE. It's the name come from my daughter and my son, Cody, Brianna. CoBrie, that's the name meant to be. CoBrie, Cody and Brianna. So info@CoBrie.ca. You can check our website, CoBrie.ca. Info@CoBrie.ca, have an email. But CoBrie.ca, our website, there's an e-commerce website. You can order directly from them. So, or you can call us. There's a telephone number there, and we will, customize your menus. Like I do delivery for one customer. She's in dialysis, so we make meal for 3 times a week. With the if you have a special diet, no phosphorus, no salt, brown rice. So I was a kidney patient. I know the details, so I kind of understand. So she's very happy. She even called me, saying the doctors were amazed her phosphorus level, everything went down since I started feeding her. So there you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, so you do custom meals as well. That's
Yeah.
great. So Canada, enjoy this recipe by Executive Chef Brian. And again, wherever you are, from coast to coast, support your local neighborhood shops and restaurants. And again, you can find Chef Brian and CoBrie restaurant in Ottawa. And if you're outside the province, when again you're ready to vacation, let's vacate Canada and come down to Ottawa and check him out. And before we leave, I like to call our viewers our super fans. So any last words, Chef Brian, to your audience out there and your supporters?
Well, thank you for watching, and we hopefully we meet in person. I'm looking forward to see everybody in person. I can see, and if you have any question, anything you want to do, specialty, you have any special diet, please reach me at info@cobrie.ca. We're happy to help you.
Wonderful. So thank you so much. Again, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Again, hopefully we'll meet in person. And
Yes.
thank you, Canada, for watching another edition of Pop TV powered by Pop TikR. Please, invite your family, your friends, and tag your businesses. We'd love to spotlight them. It's a free service that we're doing to help out. So good night, Canada, and take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.